Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with Botev Plovdiv. We are entering our fourth season and it will be, most likely, there's no guarantees, but it's pretty sure it's going to be our final season in charge of Botev Plovdiv, our final season of an FM19 save, because I suspect by the time this season is complete, FM20 is just going to be a few days away, so we're not going to bother starting another season. If you missed the last couple of episodes, you will have missed the fact that we have finished the last season, obviously, because we're in the next season, and we finished second place once again. It is the third season in a row that we have finished second. We are always the bridesmaid. Always. Apart from in the Bulgarian Cup, where we won the Bulgarian Cup final to lift our first ever trophy in charge of Botev Plovdiv. Today there is going to be just one match. It's probably going to be a fairly short episode, I think, as well. Because it's the start of the season, we are going to be looking at the Bulgarian Super Cup match against Levski, last season's league champions. We were obviously the cup champions, so that is going to be our first match that we are going to play on camera. Also, some transfer business as well to go through. There's not actually a huge amount of transfer business to go through, but the biggest piece and the most annoying piece is this. Luis Tizzi has left the club. He has signed for PSG and has immediately been dropped down to their reserves. He had a £4.7 million minimum free release clause. PSG hit that because they can hit that every day of the week because they are billionaires. So he has left the club. It's disappointing. I tried to loan him back. He didn't want to come back on loan. He only played, according to that, 13 appearances. I think that was 13 league appearances because he played a lot more. Yes, he played 5 in the cup and another 12 in the Europa League. 11 goals across 24 starts. He was undoubtedly a star for us last year. We've made a huge profit on him as well, from £230,000 to £4.7 million. It's a good bit of business. I'm just annoyed that we don't have him for the final season. Another player who we don't have anymore is Marko Maric, the Croatian, who we spent too much money on. Didn't play a lot of football, conceded way too many goals in the few games that he did play, so we have shifted him on. He's gone back to his native Croatia to sign for Hajduk. He is gone. It's not even a lot of money. It's like £400,000, I think. That's not what I want to do at all. Hold on. £300,000, potentially rising to 375. It's a big loss. Big loss on Marko, but he's not going to be playing because we've got our very, very good young Bulgarian goalkeeper in Milkov, who's going to be stepping up to take his place. Also leaving the club for some money is Antonio Vutov. He has signed for Spal. Didn't play a huge amount of football last season. In fact, playing 8 games last season, scoring just the 1 goal in the league. Going for £275,000, potentially rising to 325. We weren't really playing him, so it was just time to shift him on. 3 other players have left the club on free transfer. Svetsy Nedelchev has left to sign for Itar. The big one in Radislav Terziev has left to sign for one of our rivals in CSKA Sofia on a free transfer. That one might come back to bite us in the ass. Central defender Christian Dimitrov also has left the club, signing for Lokomotiv Gorna on a free transfer. Joining the club then, on a free transfer, is Nigerian defender Junior Adebayo, signed on a free transfer and has immediately gone out on loan to Dunav to hopefully get him some first team football. I don't know why I've bought him, because he's not very good. He's got 2-star current ability, it's like 3-star potential ability. He's not going to get too much better than this. He's only 18 years old, but we've only got 1 more year left, so maybe he'll get a season at Dunav. Joining the club at right back is Czech right back Miroslav Svoboda, who has signed from Brno, who I want to say are probably from the Czech Republic. £275,000 for him, no additional fees here. He's 2.5-star current ability, potentially rising to 5-star. Again, I don't know why I signed him. I don't know why I've spent my money on a really good youngster, because he's going to get better at football. We've got 1 year. We've got 1 season, but this is what we've gone for. On the left-hand side, we have plucked Serbian left midfielder and left winger, kind of, Aleksa Terzic out of Serbia. He has come in for a smallish fee, £275,000, signing from Javor, who only signed him last season, apparently. At just 22 years of age, he's still relatively young, 2.5-star current ability, 4-star potential. He's probably going to be our number 1 choice left back because Nathaniel has returned to Ludogorets and they are refusing to loan him back out to me. Getting into some of the bigger money now, Andrea Hristov has signed from Slavia Sofia, been there for a very long time, almost 10 years, 142 appearances. He's been there for 10 years. Hold on, 10 years ago he was 13. That's not... And then he was at Levski before that. Anyway, Hristov has joined us. He is a 23-year-old Bulgarian central defender with 1 cap to his name, 3-star current ability, 3.5-star potential. He was brought in because he is European. He is from Bulgaria. He counts as European because Bulgaria is in Europe. So, yeah, we don't have to worry too much about not having enough defenders to cover us when we play in the Europa League. Signed for £625,000, potentially rising to £750,000. We've also bought another right back. So the one we signed isn't going to get a lot of football. Bressel, who's still here, probably isn't going to get a lot of football now because our number one choice now is going to be Stoichko Atanasov. Sure, we'll go with that. He's 25 years old. He's got 7 caps to his name. He is formerly of CSKA Sofia, played 96 games for them. 3-star current ability, 3.5-star potential ability. I brought him in because he's a wing back. He's not good at crossing, but he's okay at crossing. He's got some decent mental stats as well. He has come in for £900,000, potentially rising to 1.3 million. It's big money for a right back that we probably didn't really need. And finally, we have signed 18-year-old Czech striker. We went nuts on the Czech players this transfer window. From Sigma Olomouc, he has signed. It is Martin Zeman, 18 years old. 3-star current ability, 5-star potential. He is going to be world class. I say this because I've spent a lot of money on him. Probably too much. Definitely too much money on him. He's currently worth £3.4 million. I wouldn't sell him for anywhere near that. He's cost £6.5 million. It's a lot. It's a lot. Admittedly, most of this money, like £5 million of this money, is over the next few transfer windows. So it's not as bad as it seems. Because I looked at it and went, we're not going to be here for much longer. Let's buy someone for big money, but don't actually pay for him until after we've left. So yeah, it's been a fairly quiet transfer window so far. Obviously, we're only on the 6th of July. There is plenty of time still to go. We've also loaned out a couple of other players. Andrei Yordanov has gone out on loan to Cherno More. Every time he played for us, he wasn't convincing. So hopefully getting some football at Cherno More is going to help him out a lot. And 21-year-old Czech central defender Matja Gregornia, who I believe I haven't introduced to you. I signed him randomly halfway through last season. He had no club at all, as far as I'm aware. I don't think he had a club. Yeah, he had no club at all. So we just picked him up on a free. He came through. My scouts went, hey, he looks pretty good. He looks all right. He's got 2-star current ability. I think he's got 3.5, 4-star potential ability. For a free transfer, not bad. That's not all the loan deals we've done, though. We have extended one player's loan deal also. And that man is Stanislav Shopov, the 20-year-old. He's now 20 years old. He starts off at 16. Stanislav Shopov has extended his loan deal with the club. He signed for PSG a long time ago now, 2-3 years ago, something like that. They spent £2 million on him, and they've not even played him once. He's come back for another season, so hopefully Stanislav is going to do the business for us this year once again. Before we jump into the first and only match of this episode, I want to just have a quick look at our finances. We've got money. We have a lot of money to spend. £8.1 million in our transfer budget. £100,000 a week to spend. We're only spending 70. If, just out of interest, we could push that up to £9.5 million and still have £5,000 a week to spend. We could also double our wage budget and still have £2.7 million to spend. So yeah, there's money to be spent there. My personal trophy cabinet for this Botev Plovdiv save isn't particularly brimmed full with trophies. Obviously, we won the Bulgarian Cup last year. I've won Manager of the Season twice now, which is pretty impressive. I haven't won a huge amount of Manager of the Months, which, to be honest, thinking about it, don't know whether that's even a trophy or an award in this league, but I'd love to add another one. I imagine Levski don't care too much about the Bulgarian Super Cup, so, let's beat them 3-0 again. The starting lineup we will be going for then. In goal will be Alan Sherry. Quick thing about Alan Sherry, Albania have joined the EU, which means my plan of selling him over the summer doesn't need to happen now because he doesn't count as a foreign player. He is also playing this match because Angel Milkov, who was our 16-year-old amazing goalkeeper, who might be 17 now, not quite sure, he's currently out injured with a slight knock, so Alan Sherry will be starting today. It'll be Bressel, Sangare, Keita and Alexa. It is Alexa Terzic, which, if you're listening with an Amazon Alexa device, I apologise, because it might be going off nuts if you've got it on loudspeaker. Grashphone and Zohin Nana will be the two central midfielders. Todor Nedlev, Stanislav Shopov, Plamen Bakardiev will be the attacking midfielders, with Martin Zeman making his debut as the striker on the bench. We do have The top goal scorer from last season, Antonio Lukanovic, Stoyan Rusev as well, the young Bulgarian defender. So is Marek Snyder and Janez Pisek as well. So we've got a lot of options on the bench. I also haven't given any squad numbers to players, so what's going to happen here? Sure, those seem fine. You've only given out 18. Perfect, that's all we need. Well, looking at the Levski team, they are trying to win this because I recognise most of the players there, most of the faces, the Petkov twins up front as well, and that they're young Spanish goalkeepers. So yeah, they're going to try and win this, which is kind of makes sense. It's a trophy. You should always try and win trophies. I don't know whether this is one of those competitions where Levski, because they won the league, they're at home, or whether we're playing at like the National Stadium. I'm not quite sure. I think we might be at the National Stadium. 39 seconds on the clock, and we have the ball, and for some reason, we've just wasted an opportunity for a very long free kick. Nedlev gets the ball back, though, can lump the ball towards Zeman, who's not going to win a header because he's 5'6". Shopov to Terzic. Back to Shopov. Nana needs to go behind him, finds Nedlev. Where's he going to go? Nana again. Back flick to Grashfona, to Nedlev in the area. Grashfona again. What are we doing? Little back flick once again. Why are we doing all this fancy football? Shopov to Bressel in the area. He's got two options. Zeman was one. Nana controls it. Goes down. Shopov goes for goal. 1 minute, 27 seconds on the clock. Stanislav Shopov gets us on the score sheet, puts us in front. And let's just do that again. Let's score like 4, 5 or 6 more in the first half. 4 minutes on the clock. Throw on forward by Levski. Georgiev now to Tame. He's going to run inside and find Martin Petkov, who finds Martin Petkov, who goes for goal. And Martin Petkov, assisted by Martin Petkov, has made it 1-1. It's taken me far too long to do this. But he's going to have a W for winger. And you are going to have an S for striker. Because it's infuriating. So now I know who's who. Nedlev with a free kick, 6 and a bit minutes on the clock. Kwambe's just headed it towards his own goal. It's a penalty. I'm not sure what happened. Jablonski pushed somebody over. Todor Nedlev steps up to take it. Where is the Bulgarian international going to put it? Straight down the middle. Calm as you like. It is 2-1. 7.5 minutes played. 3 goals. Throw in for Terzic deep in our half. Shopov back to Terzic, the throw-in taker, who's now going to run forward. The Serbian, who also joined the EU, so yeah, he doesn't count as non-EU as well. Bakadziev now to Martin Zeman, who's going to run forward. £6.5 million. He's paid back for 1 goal so far. Well, that was a great finish from the youngster. That was what I was hoping Dalibor Tadeuszewicz would be doing. Instead, Martin Zeman's gone, look, Dalibor. This is how you play football. He's just taken on 5 players and scored a goal at the end of it. Nedlev with a free kick. We are still under 20 minutes in. Grashfona back to Nedlev. We've got loads of options in the box. Cross-field ball to Terzic. First time cross. Stanislav Shopov is there. It's 4-1. We're 20 minutes in. I jokingly said after the first goal I want 5 or 6 in the first half. We might actually get it. Everything's calmed down now. We've had 10 minutes, 13 minutes without a highlight. Nedlev's gone for goal with his free kick. It dinks the top of the bar but goes wide. And at half-time, we are 4-1 to the good. We are basically scoring pretty much every shot that we've had. Only 2 of our shots have missed. I've just given Ivan Koshev the carte blanche, is that the way you say it? To just do what you want, buddy. Do we do any changes? Bakadziev is coming off for Lukanovic, who's going to play as a left winger. He's never played as a left winger for us before, but I'm going to give him a go. On the hour mark, second half, as always with this game, nothing has happened. No highlights whatsoever. Zeman is going to be coming off. No, he isn't. We haven't got any strikers on the bench. Stanislav Shopov will be coming off, getting a round of applause. Marek Snyder is going to be coming on. I don't know how many subs we're allowed to do in this competition. We're not going to do any more. I'm just kind of more concerned. Nedlev with a free kick. The subs haven't even taken place yet. It's Charlie Cater. Charlie bloody Cater has scored. I think that's his first ever goal for the club. It is his first ever goal for the club. Spent last season out on loan at possibly Ludogorets for half of it. We are 5-1 up in the Bulgarian Super Cup. We are going to be picking up our second trophy in 4 years. 3 years technically. We're still doing our subs. That's not good news. Martin Zeman has potentially pulled his groin, so he's going to have to come off. We're going to bring on Sheila. And then we're going to do Lukanovic to there. You two can swap over. There we go. I don't know whether this is counted as a friendly, because I kind of want to do some more subs and maybe bring on Rusev or Pisek, but I don't think I'm going to get the chance. Nope, you can't do it. We've got 5 minutes left to play. We can't do any more subs, which is kind of understandable. So we're just going to have to ride it out. We're 5-1 up. It doesn't matter. Throw in for Kwambe to take Tame. We've got 15 seconds left to play. This is going to be the final highlight of the match. It's a great tackle there by whoever that was. I'm not quite sure. It is going to be 5-1 in the Bulgarian Super Cup. Can we do this every single match next season? Because if we do it, and I think we are more than capable. We have got such a good squad here. We've got such a good team. We should be winning the league. And there you see us celebrating, bouncing up and down with our new trophy that can sit next to the Bulgarian Cup trophy in our cabinet. 5-1. That's ridiculous. 5-1. Zeman scoring a goal. Terzic making his debut, getting an assist as well. Charlie Cater scoring his first ever goal for the club as well. Pretty good result, I think. I'm going to take this team talk. Congratulations, passionately say it. And hand it over, and nobody actually did anything else. Good. 5-1 victory. Botev Plovdiv win the Super Cup then. Stanislav Shopov getting the highest rating of a 9.02. Botev Plovdiv lifts Super Cup once again. It's a slightly different bit of news, but there you go. You can see the match stats. 15 shots to their 5. Zeman is out for 6 to 9 days. So he's played one match, picked up an injury. Great job. Bakadziev I'm trying to loan out Bakadziev, although now that Tizzy has left, I'm not sure it's a good idea. A spokesperson for the fans declared that Pierce was doing great things for the team and that this prize was just reward for all the hard work. Thank you very much, spokesperson for the fans. And Shopov was amazing with 2 goals. We know. Just gonna have a quick look then. So, this season, the board's objectives, they want us to win the league. They want us to reach the group stage of the Europa League. They want us to get to the final of the Bulgarian Cup. And they want us to win the Super Cup. Seriously? That's a big ask. I mean, winning the league, I kind of understand that. But I think that shouldn't be win. It should be title challenge. Reach the group stage. Sure, I guess. We've got Vozdovac, which is not going to be an easy match in our qualifiers. Reach the final of the Bulgarian Cup. Again, that all depends on the draw. If we draw CSKA Sofia, we're probably not going to reach the final. Next episode, it's probably going to be more Levski. It's probably going to be, let's say, maybe Vareya and Levski, or possibly Levski and Bero. Basically, Levski are a big team. The episode after that might be CSKA Sofia and Ludogorets, 2 more big teams. We're going to focus on the big teams because those are the ones where we have to win. So chances are this season might actually consist of lots of defeats and draws because we're playing the teams that are probably better, or if not just as good as us. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2019 with Botev Plovdiv. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I'll be back next time with more Football Manager action and probably some transfers, although I'm not quite sure because I don't know whether we actually need to buy anyone else at the moment.